Alright, we're off to the Adventures game now. Excited to play this one. New expansion on board here. But what this looks like really is just a massive bridge troll thing. So you get your page up to champion, then you could play as many bridge trolls as you like. Of course, you can't just play them, you need a little bit of draw to see all of them. So, Storyteller, Hireling, Lost City, Warrior, all nice pieces of draw. But yeah, very critical. Well, not very critical, but it's important to get the champion as quickly as possible just so you could spam a lot of bridge trolls. So really, it doesn't seem like anything other than bridge troll here. Something to take note of, which I saw midway through the game, bridge troll and ball. You drop a bridge troll, then you can buy a ball to pick up more bridge trolls, for instance. If you drop enough bridge trolls, though, then you buy a ball to pick up pair provinces, for instance. Anyway, the opening here seems to be fairly obvious, page and amulet. My opponent goes for page and not amulet, guide instead. I understand the guide, you want to cycle to your travelers as much as possible, but I think you would rather have the amulet just to thin in preparation for playing many bridge trolls. I get 5 on my turn 3, which is, that's not fair. That's not right. Storyteller is easy pickup. There's the most draw you can get, and it's going to let you get your travelers upgraded as quickly as possible here. Lost City won't do it as fast. I think Storyteller does it faster. I was unable to pick up a second page. I would have if I could have, but I couldn't. So what are you going to do? Here I considered Scouting Party, but there's 6 cards in the deck. A Storyteller is in there along with the Treasure Hunter. I'll probably get to exchange, and it probably won't miss a shuffle. If I do play the Scouting Party, then it will definitely miss the shuffle. So no Scouting Party, just a guide instead. Maybe Caravan Guard. Well, no, you want 1 or 2 guides, right? Just on your mat. Just, a get out of jail free card. Rarely. So here, look, this is a misplay. This is a misplay. Storyteller uses all your coin. I play the Treasure Hunter first. I was supposed to play Storyteller first just to draw the 1 card off the top of the deck, then play the Treasure Hunter, then play my coppers. So I decided to make the most of the bad situation and just go all in, put all the treasure, all the coppers on the table. I was able to find my guide and my amulet, so that isn't terrible. Next turn I could call the guide even and get out of a bad hand. But what I am going to do here is buy a scouting party instead. Now I don't know about this scouting party. This was solely just to clear the top of the deck. I didn't want to have to use my guide if I could avoid it. But on the other hand, you could argue, well, that's what the guide is there for. What if I had drawn Storyteller with silver, copper? Then you don't, then you're fine, right? So maybe that should have been a Caravan Guard or another guide or something, maybe another amulet. I'm not sure about that scouting party. It seems like I wasn't 100% sure in my head about getting that. Meanwhile, my opponent has a duplicate, which is real nice. Real nice. Here I buy a bridge troll, and so this bridge troll, it sits in my hand for a while. It doesn't actually do anything until I get the champion, because, well, I have the hero that I have to play as my only terminal at this point. That's why. So maybe that first 5, that should have been a lost city given the state of my deck. So here you see Amulet and the Troll collide, which isn't great. My hero got skipped by his warrior, but that's whatever. You're talking about more important things here. Things that we have control over. What to buy on that $5 hand. Could have been another storyteller also, but it could have been a lost city as well. Because then at that point I would have had 2 terminals in the deck, the hero and the amulet. So I'd have had the lost city to balance them both. Again, here, look, the bridge troll is just gonna sit in my hand. There's no way I'm playing the bridge troll over the hero, right? There's no way at all. Meanwhile, my opponent has 2 duplicates. I don't know when this happened. Has 2 duplicates, is able to get 3 storytellers. Like, okay, that's real good. That's real nice. I'm gonna pick up a duplicate now too. With the bridge troll and with the bridge trolls down, that duplicate is gonna put in a lot of work. You can duplicate provinces. Normal. That's brilliant. So I finally get this guy. What is he called? This girl. I'm sorry, the champion. Finally get the champion. I see my storyteller with the big treasures here. Draw through the whole deck. Stick the champion down. Duplicate comes down, and my bridge troll. So here is where I make the play with the ball. Going to take the amulet here for money, and I'm gonna pick up a ball for, I believe, um, 2 trolls and a storyteller. So maybe yeah, 2 trolls and a storyteller. I want the second storyteller for a bit of draw. I just have the one storyteller in the deck. I don't know if I can see it reliably. I mean, I do have the guides, which is something to take note of. But so like maybe that could have been triple troll and use the guides to sift through until I find my one storyteller. Maybe that's better. I don't know. So meanwhile, through this whole process, my opponent has picked up quite a bit more silver than me through the page upgrade line here. Now I was happy about it initially, right? Like, okay, that's just gonna slow you down from doing what you want to do. But remember here, if you do want to make use of ball, right, you need actual money in your deck. Bridge roll doesn't reduce the cost of it. So you have to find the right balance in your deck, especially if you're using storyteller for draw. You need to be able to balance the amount of money that you want to spend on your storyteller while trying to hold back enough money to buy a ball. Because it would be great to buy like a couple balls, for example, and then pick up 6 provinces. That is excellent. 6 because duplicate, right? Like potentially you get enough duplicates on your match, you buy 1 ball. And as I say this is probably what I should have been working towards in the game here. I just thought of it. You buy 1 ball and then duplicate that province until the game is done. So that's not quite what I went for here, but that's probably what I should have been doing. So the point is you still need to keep 5 real dollars in your deck. You can't just get rid of everything. And I thought I was cruising along quite nicely here, going to pick up some more bridge trolls, and then this man comes out of nowhere and picks up 4 bridge trolls in one turn with the help of a couple duplicates. And then all of a sudden, bridge troll split is even, and my opponent looks as menacing as I do here with the bridge trolls. So I did pick up a caravan guard here to help the storyteller draw. That's the only reason why I had way too many guides. Like I have 4 guides and I didn't even use them. That's to tell you, like maybe the 3rd or the 4th guide should have been caravan guards or something instead. I keep harping on the caravan guard because it's money. And you'll see, so this is the turn, right? This is the key turn here. All the trolls are gone. So my opponent has as many buys as I do. There's no other source of buys. Now what's the play here, right? So we both have the same cost reduction going on. What is my play here? And this is like where I need to work, right? What is my play here? This is now close to the end game, if not the end game. What do I do? So my opponent has 8 gains. The 8 gains that I counted were from the 2 duplicates on his mat and the 6 buys. Those were the 8 gains that I counted. That is wrong. That is miscounting, and we'll see why on his turn. But from now, let's concentrate on my turn. If you want, you could pause the video and see what is your play here given the deck states at this point. What I end up going for here is picking up 3 more duplicates, I believe, and a couple lost cities to draw the duplicates, of course. I do pick up a gold as well. Again, because I have $1 here. I cannot ball into anything at this point. I need more money to be able to ball. So for example, I could have bought a ball here and picked up 4 provinces. Not that I was good, but it would be nice to have the option to do so. So I could have gone ball, 4 provinces, 5 duchies, hand it over to him. He would need a lot of estates, and maybe he couldn't do that. But as is, I have to make a different play here. So I do pick up, here you see the duplicates, the lost cities, and the gold come out, right? So again, I have to cast more thought into it to know like what exactly is my best line at this point, the best possible play for me here. But this is what I came up with in the game. So now I have to wait on my opponent, right? I don't they won't stall either because they have guides on their map. There's no way any of us stalls. Our decks are way too good. And they have a couple warriors, so that's real nice draw for them. So this is why I thought I was fine, right? Because to get to warrior you need to gain silver off the storyteller, of the treasure hunter. But all that treasure comes back to bite me now. Because my opponent has enough money for a ball. And so I think there's a win here actually. If you want, you could pause the video and try to find it. Because what he can do is ball for storyteller, for example. 2 storytellers come off, duplicate those. Then there's 1 storyteller left and 3 duplicates. He has 5 buys left. Those go away and you buy an estate and win. So I think that's the win. Right? I bought a duchy on my last turn to try to block the win, but I didn't account for the ball. So I didn't do anything. Like I didn't block any win. But my opponent, I don't know if he saw it and chose something else or if he didn't see it, but what he chooses is equally as good in terms of the result of the game. He ends up going for as many victory points as he could get here. So you see the ball come out, duplicate provinces, and he's gonna buy a heap of duchies. And I think that puts him at 50% of the VP or more than 50% of the VP. I'm not sure. Because he has kept all 3 of his estates as well. So that's 3 points I need to take into account at the end of the game here. So he has the 3 estates. I've trashed my 3 estates. So the lost cities come out. I mean, I don't think the lost cities did. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the lost cities gave him enough cards so that he would have to spend less on his storyteller and got him up to the ball. I don't know, but I mean, I felt like I needed the duplicates to make our play here. So he has 42 points. I have 3. How many points are left? 24 plus 6 is 30. It's 38 points left, right? So there's not enough points for me to win. So I just go out and see how many points I can get here. So I am able to do the ball trick here and get provinces, and all the provinces go, all the duchies go, but I still fall short by a couple points here. So yeah, this is a like real nice game, real tricky with the ball, the event there, needing actual money, and the bridge show bringing down the cost of everything else, and storyteller in the deck using money to draw. So need to be good with your balance and act there. So thank you for watching game 2, and I'll see you in the next one.